wet and windy Knockhill racing circuit for the penultimate round of the Scottish Classic Sports and Saloons Championship. Wet conditions here face the drivers after a really wet qualifying session, but it's Raymond Boyd on pole position in the beautiful 49 Porsche. But it's also nice to note that we have Harry Simpson back in the number 39 blue Ginetta. No doubt these guys are going to give us some action on track. I'll hand it to Richard and he'll take us through it.
Thanks, Joe. Raymond Boyd on pole position in his Porsche 911. Then it's Harry Simpson, John Kinmond and Bruce Mitchell, row 2. Mario Ferrari heading Class A, ahead of William Conway in the Mini, and Championship leader Alistair Bapty in the Fiat X19 completing the grid. Getting ready then for round 11 of this year's championship. Lights go out, super start by Raymond Boyd. The boys in blue off the front. It's a good start by William Conway in the Mini. William running in 4th position in class in the championship standings. By my reckoning, Alistair Bapty already the Class A champion. Bruce Mitchell, Class B champion. Tommy Gilmartin, who's not here this weekend, is the Class E champion. Harry Simpson, of course, lone runner in G, will have won that. But we need to be thinking about the overall championship, and Alistair Bapty could possibly sew it up here. He's got a 72-point lead. He'll be on maximum points in class, but he basically needs to have a 75-point lead going into the last race of the day, or second race today, in order to secure the championship. And the Fiat is looking to make up some ground at the moment over on the Mini. Great onboard, by the way, from the Mini. Really takes me back to my Mini days. And look at that Rover. The back end just wants to swap around. Any of these cars mightily tricky to control in wet conditions. So here's John Kinmond. You can see the spray that he has to deal with. Visibility is not the best, is it? As he comes down into Duffer's Dip, running in 3rd place. Raymond Boyd's qualifying time, incidentally, was 1.1 seconds clear of Harry Simpson in the Ginetta. So Harry, good to see the Ginetta back out on track, and we've only got one entrant per class, aside from Class A, which again has 3 entrants. Back end again wanting to come out on John Kinmond's car, the 63 Triplex Rover. John, who took the outright win in race 2 here in the reverse direction. And lovely to see different outright winners this year. Now, I mentioned that Tommy Gilmartin's wrapped up, by my maths at least, anyway, Class E in the championship. But the overall table, led by Alistair Bapty, 72 points clear of Bruce Mitchell. Tommy Gilmartin was 3rd in the standings, but 103 points down. There would have been, coming into this meeting, a potential 100 points available. So, championship between Alistair Bapty and Bruce Mitchell in the yellow Lotus Europa. Mitchell already confirmed as Class B champion, 171 points over Jimmy Crow's 59. So it is all about the overall championship here, and whether Alistair Bapty, if he can get up a position and maybe take the class win again, which he's done all season long in the Fiat X19, he will be crowned champion possibly in this race. But at the moment we're looking at John Kinmond, 3rd place on the road, and busy harrying the Ginetta of Harry Simpson. Race leader Raymond Boyd looking for his first outright win of the year. We've got the 2 Class A cars in shot. Mario Ferrari in the Alpha Sprint Trofeo up ahead of the X19. Alistair Bapty hasn't made life easy for himself here today. He's started at the back of the grid as far as Class A was concerned. He's up into 2nd, trying to close down on Mario Ferrari at the moment. So Bapty needing to get some decent points from this. There is Raymond Boyd closing down on them at the moment as well. It's 25 points for a win, 20 for 2nd place. So 2nd place, just trying to work out whether it's enough for Bapty at the moment. 72-point lead, and we'll take it out to a 74-point lead. So Alistair Bapty needs to win class to secure the championship. Look at the scrap for 2nd. Talk about working hard. John Kinmond is working so hard to get that big Rover on terms with the Ginetta. You can see the back end wanting to snap away. And he's all over the back of the Ginetta. He's having a look at the inside line. William Conway still there in the Mini, but Harry Simpson has a take slapper. And that Rover's not nimble enough in the wet to go through and make it past. So he has to maybe drop a cog and try again. Run down in towards the hairpin they go, with Kinmond on the outside line. What can he do? Is he going to cut back on the inside and get a run up the hill on the little Ginetta? Super battle for second position here. Harry Simpson sprints away, still in position. The Triple X Rover still chasing hard as they go up the hill and across the line once again. It's still Raymond Boyd out front. Boyd looking for his, let me see, he's had 4, 5, 6, 7th class win of the year, but first outright win for Boyd, the defending champion, of course, double champion in the Scottish Classics. Harry Simpson, the reigning champion in Class G, successfully defended his title. And a problem for Mario Ferrari. Is this going to be game over for the champion, the overall championship? Because through goes Raymond Boyd. Ferrari was off the track. And it is, because the X19 of Alistair Bapty is class leader and potentially he grabs an extra 5 points for taking the class win, and that will move him out of the reach of Bruce Mitchell, who is still in the race as well. So Bapty on course for the championship, but the battle for second now going the way of the Rover. Harry Simpson is down to third. So we very nearly had the championship decider in the third race, but at the moment, Alistair Bapty, from third on the grid in class, is up to second in the Fiat X19. Here, though, is the race leader, the defending champion, Raymond Boyd. He missed 2 rounds this year, missed the opening event of the year, and also the July one as well. And it's almost like we've got last year's champion and this year's champion-elect in shot as well. There is Mario Ferrari, still running second in class, Mario. William Conway in the Mini Clubman GT is still third. And I can't forget the Clubman gives away a few CCs to the Fiat and also the Alpha Sprint Trofeo. But here we come then with Harry Simpson going past Mario Ferrari, who is still in second place. So these bigger runners popping a lap on the Class A run. Class A has been consistently the best supported class over the season, and perhaps fitting then that the championship should go to the man who's won every single start of that. Alistair Bapty comes from Perth. He's been racing in the MG as well, and has been doing some classic endurance racing as well overseas. And Bapty respectfully moving through. The Rover is through, and Harry Simpson in third position in the Ginetta G4R will go through as well. But it looks like this race nicely settled now. Raymond Boyd the leader, John Kinmond again getting the back out. I'm sure he's enjoying it. The race fans here will be enjoying the sight of that car being very tail happy indeed. So second and third going through. Alistair Bapty, we're going to look back. I'm just trying to work out whether Mario Ferrari is closing down on him or not. Let's look at the fastest laps in class. Ferrari is by far and away the quickest car in Class A, but that little mistake cost him dear. He's done a 69, fastest lap of the race overall, unsurprisingly, with defending champion Raymond Boyd, 64.913. That was back on lap 3, so it was an early charge for the Stirling-based driver in the 3-litre Porsche 911. He's going to, I think, pop a second lap on William Conway. So Conway again will get decent points for a podium finish again in the number 20 Mini. Here's the view from William once again. And there's a flash of blue. Respectfully, William keeping to the outside line and allowing the race leader through. So Raymond Boyd on for his first outright win of the year. He's had 2 second places outright, 3 third places, and finally making it up onto the top step for this year for the outgoing champion. I sincerely hope that we'll see him come back and race with us for many more seasons in the Scottish Classic Sports and Saloon Car Championship. Raymond Boyd then is going to win round 11 of this year's championship. There's the checkered flag. Boyd wins it. We look back. William Conway will take third in Class A in the Mini. Second place overall goes to the Rover of John Kinman, and look in the distance, Alistair Bapty is still leading Class A and indeed wins the championship. Our congratulations to him. Raymond Boyd, the winner from John Kinman, Harry Simpson, Bruce Mitchell. The new champion, Alistair Bapty, is fifth from Mario Ferrari, William Conway completing the finishes.
Raymond, big smiles, well done. First win in a long time. You love the wet conditions.
I do love the wet conditions, yeah, and it was the first time in a long time, but the car was just handling beautiful. We've got a wee mod in the back and it's turned out great. Another great set of SWR. My mechanic Anthony's been fantastic. Edinburgh Watch Company who are sponsoring me this weekend as well, which is really, really nice, so thanks to all the sponsors. And yeah, it's been an awesome experience for me to lead the race for so long and for quite a distance, so I thoroughly enjoyed it,
Harry Simpson, well done. Nice to see you back as well and a great result, but steaming up like mad. I couldn't see you, so I'm guessing you couldn't see out.
Well, we couldn't see out. I had my hand in my glove and I was trying to rub the windscreen to try and get the steam away, you know, the condensation, but just kept on coming back all the time. Normally my wee car's a flying machine in the wet, but today...
Not when you can't see.
But today it wasn't quite there. But you know, the boys done very well. I'm not complaining. They drove very, very well. Raymond just drove away from me, and then the lad in the Triple X Rover, I could see him coming, and I thought, you know what, I can't hold him off for another 5 laps. So I just thought the best thing, just move over, let him pass, and finish a silly third.
Well done, Harry.
Thank you.
Classic Sports and Saloons race number 2 is lined up, ready to go. Raymond Boyd having won race number 1 and absolutely loving the conditions in his Porsche as well. He's going to be hard to beat, but perhaps Harry Simpson lining up on the second row. If he's sorted his steaming up windscreen problems, perhaps he can give him a challenge. I'll hand it to Richard and he'll take us through all the action.
Thanks very much, Joe. So Raymond Boyd looking to make it 2 out of 2. John Kinman lines up alongside, then Harry Simpson and Bruce Mitchell. Alistair Bapty, the new champion, on row 3 with Mario Ferrari and William Conway completing the grid. Second place overall in the standings still up for grabs, but change round on the points. Mario Ferrari up to 5th from 8th, and Raymond Boyd up to 3rd equal in the championship with Tommy Gilmartin, who's not here. So lights out on round 12 of the championship, and away we go. It looks like the champion has a very slow start. William Conway goes past Alistair Bapty. Mario Ferrari, who is gunning for 3rd place overall in the championship, goes down the hill with the Mini chasing hard. William Conway, but it's the race leader once again, Raymond Boyd, from John Kinman in the Rover. It was a great race number 1, and we'll see whether Messrs Boyd, Kinman and Simpson can engage in battle again. Bruce Mitchell in the yellow Lotus Europa there, still second in the championship, Bruce Mitchell. I can tell you that Callum McRae is now also the Class F champion, the Future Classics. Not here, we haven't got anyone in Class F, but by virtue of the points now available, he's confirmed as Class F champion, so congratulations to him. Alistair Bapty, is he going to grab another win? He's got an awful lot of work to do. He's very slow off the line as Boyd leads them up the hill from John Kinman and Harry Simpson. So it's Class D leading Class E and G. Across the line we go. There is the Ginetta. Simpson, who we've seen take so many race wins over the years, and normally some great races with the Morgan +8 of Tommy Gilmartin. And Gilmartin slipping a little bit. Gilmartin 3rd in the championship, but not racing this weekend. And now joint 3rd with Raymond Boyd in the championship as the back end of the Rover wants to break away again in these wet conditions. I tell you what, out of the it's a great drive by Kinman in race number 1, and really fighting that car, really having to work hard for that 2nd place. Bruce Mitchell is in 4th. Mitchell, championship wise, is 49 points clear at the moment of Tommy Gilmartin and Raymond Boyd, and he'll need 50 point clearance, effectively nearly safe in 2nd position overall. As I mentioned in race number 1, the Lotus already confirmed as the Class B champion for this year, and major drama, that's the champion Alistair Bapty, having secured the championship, is stationary with waved yellow flags for that stranded car. Alistair Bapty, he's finished every race this year, and I think the only driver to have started and finished every race. He's low loaded away, safety car is out. Alistair Baptist's car, well, he secured the championship. That's major drama. A race after securing the title, the car has expired. It didn't look happy going off the grid, but we're about to go racing again. They're not as close as they could be here on the restart. I think maybe John Kinman thinking that the Porsche of Raymond Boyd looking very good indeed. And Raymond again, remember, double champion Raymond Boyd. 2014 champion and 2016. And he is the race leader, looking to make it a double victory here this weekend. Mario Ferrari, therefore, is, as he was in race number 1, the early leader in class, but William Conway not that far away. Ferrari here. Now, just thinking in terms of championship points, he picked up 20 points in race 1. Second position in a better supported class is better than a race win with 1 or 2 starters, believe it or not. So the organisers rewarding the classes which are best supported in the championship. And Mario Ferrari here could, if he wins the class, go third, because it's based on the number of starters, could go outright third in the overall table here and pass Raymond Boyd and also Tommy Gilmartin. So he'll still be behind Alistair Baptiste, who is undoubtedly champion. That can't be taken away from Alistair now. Bruce Mitchell second, but it does mean that man there, Mario Ferrari, the Peterhead-based driver in the Alpha Sprint Trofeo, will go into third place in the championship standings. But it's all based on him finishing here, and he needs those points. 25 points for a win, 20 for second position. So we'll see whether he can bag that, but as you can see, William Conway keeping him honest at the moment, so we've still got a Class A battle going on. And Conway in the Mini Clubman GT, excellent footage, driving well, the car really coming into its own in these conditions, and Conway doing a super job at the moment. So here comes the Class A battle. I can't believe first retirement of the year for Alistair Baptiste. You look down the list of results, he's had some super results, including outright podia in the Fiat X19, and sadly a retirement. But for him, the championship is done. He is the 2017 champion, superseding Raymond Boyd, we've already mentioned. Stan Bernard, of course, a double champion as well. Tommy Gilmartin, and I think Alistair Baptiste making a little bit of history, being the first Class A outright champion. So our congratulations to him. It's a big achievement to be able to do that. So still the battle on for Class A honours in this one, though, between Mario Ferrari and William Conway. 5th and 6th position on track. And you can see a little bit of a gap has developed between Bruce Mitchell, who's running in 4th, and Mario Ferrari. William Conway still keeping him honest at the moment. Both of them lapping in the 72-second bracket on their best laps. And all the time that Conway can keep that Alfa Romeo in sight, he's got a chance. And remember, we saw that Alfa slightly errant in race number 1, which meant that Alistair Baptiste was able to come through, take the class win, and with it secure the 2017 title. At the moment, though, it looks like it could be a first class win of the year for Mario Ferrari. If he doesn't take it, William Conway will take his first class win. Conway has had a number of second positions in class, including second place in the opening round. He retired from race 2 in event 1, and then took a second position again in round 3 here back on the 7th of May. And I guess we were sort of counting the number of races we'd had in the dry air this year, but ultimately I suppose the odds are stacked against you. You're going to get a wet day at some point, and it appeared to be today as we watch now the 3rd place car. Bruce Mitchell not that far behind Harry Simpson here either. You can see from the earlier shot Raymond Boyd and John Kinman within sight of each other, and Bruce Mitchell not that far away from Harry Simpson. Here is Bruce, Class B champion for this year, and looking like taking another step closer to securing 2nd overall in the championship. I don't think mathematically it can be done in this race, because there are a few drivers who are 40 odd points behind, and that's not going to be enough. But one of those drivers is Raymond Boyd, of course. So Boyd, on his last lap here, is going to be 4th in the championship. He will be, this will put him on to 158 points. Bruce Mitchell 61 points behind the leader. The gap will be, so Raymond Boyd's going to be 49 points behind Bruce Mitchell, so still in with a shot of second place. Mario Ferrari there, who is 3rd in the championship, is passed by Raymond Boyd, who is 4th in the championship standings. And I have to say elect for those positions because they haven't actually finished the race yet, but it looks like they're going to do it. Ferrari is going to take his first Class A win, and Raymond Boyd takes another win in Class D, or at least is heading towards it. Here comes Raymond out of the hairpin and up the hill. We saw Alistair Baptiste crowned champion in race 1, but it's a double this weekend for Raymond Boyd, who takes the win. Mario Ferrari wins Class A, he finishes 5th overall, and we watch back, here comes the Rover, John Kinman with another fine second position. So Raymond Boyd takes the win, John Kinman 2nd from Harry Simpson, Bruce Mitchell still 2nd in the championship standings, should confirm that next time out. Mario Ferrari 3rd in the championship, 5th in the race, William Conway is 6th.
Raymond, well done. You've been smiling all day. You're about the only person here that seems to be enjoying the wet conditions. Everybody else is moaning.
I've been dancing like for many events waiting for rain, and
We've been so unlucky for you with the good weather we've had.
No, it's good. I mean, I enjoy both, but when it rains, it does give me that maybe a wee bit of an edge with the car. So the car's been fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Just want to say thanks to all my supporters, everybody at Knockhill and the SMRC. I'm looking forward to hopefully some new people coming next year, and SWR for the setup, Edinburgh Watch Company, Mike Bainbridge, and my mechanic Anthony, and my beloved Faye.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Harry, no steaming up that time?
No, we made sure that we had the, what's that stuff you put on, the wet stuff on the windscreen. So we put it on the front and inside so it wouldn't be messed up. But my tyres are absolutely had it.
And Raymond's flying in these conditions.
And Raymond, I couldn't look at Raymond, and then the Rover, we had a wee battle at the first corner, and I thought, bugger that. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
I says, bugger that. I'm keeping away from him because he's heavy. And I kept away from him, and he started pulling away, and I just couldn't believe it. And I thought, well, I'm trying the hardest I can do, and it's no good enough. So and then I thought, well, I'll just take it nice and easy, and I'll short shift, and I'll get 3rd. And I looked in my mirror, and there's the Europa coming catching me. And I thought, Harry boy, you better get a finger out here. So I was back down the gears and try to go at the clappers again, but very, very slidey. Not nice, Joe. You've driven in conditions like this. I mean, look at me. I'm like nobody's bairn.
Well done, Harry.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Well, unfortunately, that brings today's action to a close, but what great racing we've seen in some really, really tricky conditions. Well done to everybody for keeping it in one piece, and also to all of our winners. Make sure you tune in next time for more of the same.